at lunch, sir.
Morning.
Not anymore.
Picky, picky.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Can I take a message?
Well, I talked to Houston yesterday.
Take a letter, Miss Stevens.
Great look.
Kathy, please don't forget the settlement conference at 3.
I'll be there.
Well, we'll talk about that when I see you. Winnie, Catherine.
Hi, Dad.
Hal, let me call you back. Hal Sherwood's coming up from Atlanta tonight. Will you have dinner with us?
I can't. Tom's having a party for the architects of the new project. Another excuse to wine and dine the planning commission.
I used to be invited to all these functions. I should have thought twice before I handed you over to our best client.
You make it sound like a horse trade.
You could do a lot worse than Tom Gunther.
And have.
Well, how about dinner tomorrow night?
Well, let me get to my desk, check my calendar.
You just getting in?
Had a late night, had some errands to run today. Sue me.
No, it's a little late for that. Should have sued you when you were 5. What's up with you? You don't enjoy the work? You don't find it stimulating?
When I think of corporate law, stimulating is not a word that immediately pops into mind.
But when you put your mind to it, you're a fine corporate lawyer.
No, Dad, I'm the daughter of a fine corporate lawyer.
Well, they can't get it quite right in the sculpture, but it gives you a pretty good idea of the way it's going to be. Now, we're very pleased. I'm sure you'll find that the overages are money well spent.
He told me to just pretend like he was dead.
I'm sorry, Eve. Things will turn around.
How are you doing? You all right?
Fine. Eve and I haven't seen each other since college.
Yeah, we're just catching up.
Good. I need to talk to you.
Would you excuse us for a minute?
What's with you?
What do you mean?
Well, you've been sitting over there listening to her blubber half the night.
Well, she's going through a rough time. She and I used to be good friends.
I know her. She's a lush. She was married to a lush. She's a complete loser.
You're very compassionate.
Come on, you stick with me. There's someone I want you to meet.
Oh, Tom, I'm just not into it tonight. I'm sorry.
Well, I thought I could count on you.
You can.
Maybe I expect too much.
This is a party. It's not brain surgery.
I really don't have time for this now.
Frankly, I don't like being told who I can talk to.
Then show better judgment.
Fine. I think I'll call it a night.
That's not an option.
Oh, it's not? Eve, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call you tomorrow. Taxi!
Say, you're not having very much luck. I'll get one for you. I'm an expert. Yeah, taxi! Carol, you going home alone tonight? That's a girl. That's a girl. That's a girl. Yeah, you know what happens to little girls with big mouths, huh?
You're gonna find out.
Hey, Carol. You've got to remember to keep your mouth shut from now on.
My name isn't Carol.
Shut up!
You're gonna remember. Every time you look in the mirror.
You're safe. You're safe now. one will hurt you. You're safe here.
Hospital.
No. But you're going to be all right.
Why aren't I in a hospital?
There was no time. You were bleeding.
What did it take to? My eyes.
Your eyes were not hurt. We weren't sure. Rest now.
Keep a close watch. If her fever rises, let me know at once.
Who's here? Who are you?
Vincent.
Vincent.
My father and I treated your injuries. You have broken ribs. You need to be still.
Where am I?
Where no one can hurt you.
My face hurts.
Tell me your name.
Catherine.
Catherine. Try to rest. If you need anything, I'll be close by. Don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid.
I'll try.
Is she awake?
Yes. She's very frightened.
How could you bring a stranger down here? To where we live? You ignored our most important rule.
I know that. But there was no other way.
Do you know what they do if they caught you up there? Or found you down here? They'd kill you. Or put you behind bars and make you wish you were dead. How could you?
How could I have turned my back on her and left her there?
Now make sure she takes these to prevent infection.
I'll make sure.
I was saving them for an emergency, in case anything happened to either of us.
Father, try to understand. This was an emergency. She would have died.
All right. Well, help her regain her strength, but the moment she's ready to leave, get her out. And Vincent, don't tell her anything.
Don't worry. It won't be very long. She's already beginning to heal.
You know, you have the soul of a doctor. When I studied medicine, they wouldn't admit minorities. Wonder what they would have done with you. Let's not even think about it.
You like it?
It's good soup. Vincent, tell me, where are we?
Somewhere there's an elevated train. Brooklyn? Queens?
No. Not Brooklyn or Queens.
Am I still in New York? Vincent, please tell me. Where are we?
I have to keep it as a secret.
Why?
Because a lot of good people depend on this place for safety.
I'll keep your secret. And that tapping, it never stops.
It's people talking to each other, tapping on the master pipes.
You mean messages?
Mm-hmm.
Vincent, please, tell me.
We're below the city, below the subways. There's a whole world of tunnels and chambers that most people don't even know exists. There are no maps to where we are. It's a forgotten place, but it's warm and it's safe, and we have all the room we need. So we live here, and we try to live as well as we can, and we try to take care of each other. It's our city down here.
What are you doing down here? Why are you here?
I was a baby, abandoned, left to die. Someone found me, brought me here, to the man who became my father. He took me, he raised me, he taught me everything. He named me Vincent. That's where I was found, near the hospital, St. Vincent's.
I don't know what to believe.
It's all true.
Lieutenant, I'd like to know who leaked the story to the papers.
Well, it's hard to keep something like this quiet. A socialite's missing for a week, or purse found in the park.
We don't need these kinds of headlines.
Have your men come up with anything?
No. Not yet. Mr. Chandler, Mr. Gunther, I'll do everything I can to find her. That's a promise.
I know you're there. You can come in.
I'll read to you.
It won't help.
It might. We can finish Great Expectations. Do you remember how it ends?
Vincent, I'm frightened. I'm worried.
I know. I can feel it. You're getting your strength back. I'll get you some tea. The herb tea you liked.
Okay.
You take this one 3 platforms down, right up the next tunnel, to the first ladder and start climbing.
And that'll be Chinatown?
Unless you take the wrong tunnel. You could end up in China.
No way, Vincent.
Well, wherever you end up, hurry back with the tea.
This one's gonna cost you.
Oh, God. No.
Catherine. I've never regretted what I am. Until now.
How did this happen to you?
I don't know how. I have ideas. I'll never know. I was born. And I survived. It's time for you to go back.
Tell me it's a nightmare. But it didn't happen.
Henry.
It's not a nightmare. It happened. And you're alive. Catherine, you survived. And what you endured will make you stronger. Better.
I don't have your strength. I don't know how to do it.
You have the strength, Catherine. You do. I know you. It's time. You can do it. Give me your hand. This is where you go out.
Where are we?
The basement of your apartment building.
We are. Vincent, your secret is safe with me. I would never betray your trust.
I know. I knew that from the beginning, when you trusted me.
What can I say to you? Vincent?
What's her pressure?
120/80, Doctor.
How's that IV running?
Fine.
Is the bogey connected?
Yes, Doctor.
Shall we begin?
Now, I want you to start counting from 10 backwards.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Catherine, we were all guessing where you went. Was it Jamaica? Nassau? Huh? I have to run. I'm in a board meeting. Buy yourself a new dress. Is that enough? Here, take some more. See you later.
Kathy, you have a nice vacation? You look wonderful.
We miss you.
Well, Miss Chandler, now you've done it.
I feel sorry for her, but what can I do? Life goes on. She was an interesting girl. I thought she showed a great deal of promise, but she just turned out to be a big loser.
Vincent.
Kathy, it's Dr. Sanderly. It's all over.
I'm in the hospital.
Yes, and you're going to be fine. You must have been through something terrible, but whatever it was is behind you. Is there anything you want to tell me or talk about? Anything I can do? Just let me know.
You could read me the last chapter of Great Expectations.
Credentials are terrific. Radcliffe, Columbia Law School. Sure she wants a job with us?
She says so, who knows? Look, she's some rich guy's daughter looking for something meaningful. You remember the one who disappeared for 10 days? Gunther's girlfriend.
Look, a pair of hands, a brain. You need the extra help, right?
Where do you want to put her?
Put her out of field. Let her do research, investigation. Give her all the legwork, you know, throw everything at her, and we'll find out if she's any good.
Right. Excuse me, Miss Chandler? District Attorney Moreno will see you now. Come on in.
Good boy.
Hello? Mr. Stubbs? Anybody here?
We know you're here. You should always know what's coming up behind you. This time, it's good news. I'm Isaac. Isaac Stubbs.
Catherine Chandler.
So, you want to learn to take care of yourself
That's right.
because something bad happened to you. And you don't want anything like that to ever happen again.
Never.
Okay. Now, I don't teach none of that Oriental stuff. No kung fu, no egg foo young. This is New York City, so what I do teach is New York City street fighting. Mean and dirty. Only philosophy that counts around here is doing whatever it takes to come out alive. You use what you got. Let me see your shoe. Yeah. You can kill a man with a shoe. Now, it ain't fancy, it ain't pretty, but it works if you got the stomach for it.
When do we start?
Edie, do you have those addresses for me?
Yeah, I got them. Here, take them.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You should appreciate it. I'm doing all your work.
Oh, I'm sorry. The DA's really got me running. They're testing
Who
me.
are you kidding? I love the way you uptown girls operate. Swing in here, shed a few tears for humanity, and then you go shopping.
That's not true.
It's not, huh? Catherine Chandler. Let's check you out.
Most people call me Kathy.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Kathy.
Don't be. It's an old picture.
She can only bring you unhappiness. And I'll be unhappy. But I can't forget her. We're still connected. I can feel what she's feeling. I know what she's thinking. When she's frightened. When she's happy. Or sad. Vincent, your senses, your empathic powers are quite extraordinary. It's your gift. And these powers have been heightened by the concern, the love that you feel. But don't let your act of kindness destroy you. Maybe I have no choice.
Listen, I need some help, and it's a little tricky. A woman was attacked by mistake by 3 men, and I want to find out if these men ever went after their intended victim.
You got the day of the mistaken attack?
Last April 12th.
Aggravated assault?
Aggravated assault.
Whew. A lot of guys hitting on a lot of women out there. Can we narrow this down? The make of the car?
Some kind of van, I don't know.
How about the intended victim's name?
Hey, Carol, you going home alone tonight?
Try Carol.
Okay, here are all the Carols. Let's punch into the files.
Mm-mm. Let's try the next one. This could be it. Let's pull the file.
Who is it?
Carol?
What do you want?
My name's Kathy Chandler. I'd like to talk to you.
What's this about? You a cop?
I'm with the district attorney's office.
Look, I told you people to leave me alone. You've caused me enough trouble.
Carol, you're not the only one they hurt.
What are you talking about?
They got you and me mixed up. I think this was meant for you, Carol.
Go away!
If you'd like to talk to someone who understands how you feel, call me.
Can't do nothing, can you? That's good. You better fight me, though. You better do something.
Really?
Was that you? Huh? Is that you? Hey.
Yeah.
I'll walk you up.
No, that's all right.
No, I'll walk you up.
You haven't heard anything I said tonight.
What? That your work is important to you? I understand that. My work's important to me. But that doesn't mean we can't see each other.
Good night, Tom.
I'm not gonna let you slip away. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Good night, Tom.
I didn't mean to frighten you. I'm sorry.
No. I'm so glad to see you.
Your face.
They fixed it.
Yes.
Come inside.
No. I have to go now.
No, not yet.
I should never have come here.
Vincent, I'm glad you did. Come here. Sit down.
I wanted to see you. There are so many things I wanted to tell you.
I have so many things to tell you.
I know.
It's been hard, Vincent.
Yes.
I'm learning to be strong.
I know. Catherine. I feel the things you're feeling when you do.
How do you mean?
Just know that it's true. And that your pain is my pain. Sometimes, almost as if we were one. I came here because I wanted to see that you were well. And because I wanted to see you one last time.
I'll never see you again.
I've seen your world. There's no place for me in it. I know what I am. Your world is filled with frightened people. And I remind them of what they're most afraid of.
Their own ignorance.
Their aloneness.
Yes.
So, now I have to begin to forget.
Forget me?
No. I'll never forget you. But I must forget the dream of being part of you. Find someone, Catherine, to be part of. Be happy.
No, not yet. There's still time. It's still dark. Don't leave.
As the morning mists had risen long ago when I first left the forge, so the evening mists were rising now. And in all the broad expanse of tranquil light they showed to me, I saw no shadow of another parting from her. Larry? Thank you.
Somebody's waiting for you.
Carol.
Hi. I didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect to be here either. I'm so sorry what they did to you. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Maybe I can help you out.
You want to tell me what happened?
I was working for this escort service. It's called Mayfair. They have a pretty good clientele, you know, businessmen from out of town, that sort of thing.
And you'd go out with them?
Yeah, more or less. But it's run by this man, Marty Belmont. A real bad character. He was using the service to shake down his customers. Sometimes he would have the girls carry tape recorders. Sometimes he'd get it on film.
And how did you get into trouble?
When I wouldn't go along with it, Belmont got it into his head that I was going to spill everything to the cops, so he sent his men out to get me.
So the men that attacked you and me, they were Belmont's men?
Had to be.
Would you be willing to testify against them with me?
Yeah, I'll testify.
I want to set wheels in motion for an arrest and search warrant to be issued tomorrow morning. Martin Belmont, Mayfair Escort Service, 232 West 52nd. Fraud, extortion, aggravated assault, for starters. I have the affidavit of a witness. Thanks, Joel. Okay, we're all set. You're not going back to your apartment.
Where am I going?
A friend of mine is renovating a brownstone in the village. There's not much in it, but it'll be a lot safer. Someone will meet you there with a key.
Okay.
Larry will give you a ride over. I want you to call me as soon as you get there.
There's no turning back, huh?
Carol, be sure you understand the risks. Don't do this for me. I don't want you to do anything that doesn't feel right.
I'm doing this for me.
Hey.
Carol? Carol? Carol?
Don't bother. She's dead.
And so are you.
Get her! Where'd she go?
Right there.
nothing in here. Go check the other door.
Say goodnight.
We can't stay here.
So you got any ideas?
No. Looks like they were mauled by a lion.
Lieutenant? Hey, Charlie, get a photographer down here.
Some pretty strange things going on in this city. And I hear even stranger things going on underneath it. I don't know what happened here. But I'm going to find out.
I owe you everything. Everything.
You owe me nothing. I'm part of you, Catherine. Just as you're part of me. Wherever you go, wherever I am, I'm with you. Goodbye.
For now.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world, a world apart from mine. Her name is Catherine. From the moment I saw her, she captured my heart with her beauty, her warmth, and her courage. I knew then, as I know now, she would change my life forever.
He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets, hiding his face from strangers. Apart.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world, a world apart from mine. Her name is Catherine. From the moment I saw her, she captured my heart with her beauty, her warmth, and her courage. I knew then, as I know now, she would change my life forever.
He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets, hiding his face from strangers, safe from hate and harm. He brought me there to save my life. And now, wherever I go, he is with me in spirit. For we have a bond stronger than friendship or love. And although we cannot be together, we will never, ever be apart.
Ain't you got no pride?
Who are you looking at?
Hey, lady. We're talking to you.
Got a match, lady? No, please.
But you got a match in the bag, lady. Won't you give it to me?
No matches. Leave me alone. Let's have a look. $19? She got $19.
That's bad.
What was that?
slasher struck again last night, killing 2 armed men who allegedly assaulted an elderly woman. The DA's office has issued a statement saying they're working with Transit Authority police on a number of leads.
I have a horrible suspicion these are for me.
Bingo, Radcliffe. And it's your own fault. First thing I learned in the Army, never volunteer. And this is an ugly one. Take a good look. 17 and 16. They look like they tried to go around with a tiger. Only this animal walks around on 2 feet and half this city thinks he's a hero. Hey, you look a little green. You sure you got the stomach for this?
Sure. What do you want me to do?
Our subway slasher knows how to take care of himself. So what do you got here? You got your karate schools, kung fu instructors, self-defense classes. Be the first step on your block to collect the whole set. Now you know the profile we're looking for. Recent crime victim, maybe someone who's lost a family. Flag anything subway related. Oh, you have heard of the subways, right?
You can come out, Isaac. I know you're there.
Can't fool you anymore.
I had a good teacher. Hi.
So, you come for the refresher course, or is this a social call?
Neither, I'm afraid. I need to ask you some questions.
Anything makes you sound that serious, gotta be pretty heavy. We talking baseball, money, or love, yeah?
We're talking the subway slasher.
So who am I talking to here? Friend or DA?
Me?
Wrong answer.
He's killing people, Isaac.
That's so. I notice you don't say innocent people.
Innocence or guilt is for the courts to decide. If you know something...
I don't know nothing. And if I did, I wouldn't tell no DA.
Whose side are you on?
You give me 10 minutes to shower and change, I'll show you. Here it is.
The protectors?
The nuts in the white hats who ride around on the subways looking for trouble, right? Right. Come on. Look around. And these people ain't crazed vigilantes in training camp. Just ordinary people trying to take care of each other. And you wanted to know whose side I was on? I'm on their side.
Is that responsible? A woman that age could get hurt trying to resist a mugger.
She didn't resist last time. She couldn't get her wedding ring off her finger. The mugger figured he'd make it easy for her by cutting off the finger. One of our people stopped him.
This is the man who put this whole place together. Captain Chandler, Jason Walker.
Jace, please.
I've seen you on TV.
None of it's true, I swear. Stubbs, how does someone as ugly as you happen to know so many beautiful women?
Kathy was one of my students.
And you mean you actually paid this man money?
She's with the DA now.
Oh. Are we in trouble again?
I don't know. Have you done anything?
Not as much as we'd like to. If a transit cop rescued that lady, he'd get a commendation. This guy's minus a badge, so that makes him a psychopathic monster.
No. Ripping 2 teenagers to pieces makes him a psychopathic monster. A traffic cop would have arrested him.
Right. And seeing as how they were juveniles, they would have had to serve a little soft time, and they would have been back on the subway, kicking another old lady to death. Great system you got there, Miss DA.
It's not perfect.
Tell me about it. This is where they come, Kathy. The old people who have steel bars on their windows and still can't sleep at night. The woman who can't understand why the boy who killed her son walked free. The rape victims who scream when their husbands touch them. This is where they come when the plea bargaining is over. Believe me, they know the system isn't perfect.
I don't know a better one. Do you? Of course, you can find failures to point at, but most of the time, the system works. It's all we've got.
But we have ourselves, our courage, our strength, our compassion. We have each other. And now we've got him. Whoever the hell he is.
Gave me a lot to think about.
That was the whole point.
Isaac, if you thought, if you even suspected that this vigilante was someone you knew, a friend, what would you do?
Talk to him. Ask him. Go to where the man lives. I'd look him dead in the eye. But first, I'd be real sure about one thing. I'd be real sure I wanted to know.
How much I needed to see you. Vincent? What's wrong?
You look sadder than my last date. Anything I can do?
I need to see the file on a Mrs. Beatrice Dalby.
That's the cleaning lady saved by the slasher, right?
Right.
I didn't know you were supposed to question her.
I'm not.
Then why?
Let's just say I have a very dirty apartment.
Mrs. Dalby? I'm Catherine Chandler with the district attorney's office.
When are you people gonna leave me alone? I got work to do. I've already told the police everything I know.
This won't take long, I promise. You say you never got a good look at the slasher.
Don't call him that. That man saved me. And all you people want to do is hunt him down like some animal. Where were you people when those boys were kicking on me? I didn't see him. I told you people that. I told you and I told you. The lights were going on and off. What kind of a subway is that? We can't even keep the lights on.
Oh, surely when the lights came on, you saw something, if only for a second.
I was on the floor, hurting. I still have bruises where those boys kicked me. I didn't see no part of that man.
You were protecting him, aren't you? Mrs. Dalby, I'm not even supposed to be here. This is personal for me. I have a friend. I think. I don't know what to think. I'm afraid that he was involved. If you could tell me what you saw, anything. His face, his hands.
His face. His hands. He didn't have hands, just claws. And his face. I'll never forget that face. He wasn't a man. He wasn't a human man at all. He was like an angel. A terrible angel. Come to save me.
A terrible angel. Thank you.
You won't tell them, will you?
No.
I got to ride that same train tonight, Miss Chandler.
It's a good thing we found you, Catherine.
I thought I'd remember. I must have gotten turned around somehow. Everything seems so different. Strange.
The ways change, Catherine. For every safe road, there are 100 paths that lead only to darkness.
I had to come. I had to see you. I was afraid.
I know.
You didn't come. I called. I banged on the pipes. You never came.
I could feel your fear, Catherine. Even now, I frighten you.
You taught me to face my fears always, Vincent. Tell me.
What should I tell you? That I am not this shadow, this man monster that you hunt? Must you hear the words before you trust? Hear them then. It is not me. Catherine, I would never hurt you.
No, Vincent, no. Sorry, I didn't mean
to pull away. I know. I know your heart, Catherine. But sometimes the words that are not spoken are the truest words of all. However much they hurt.
What are you saying?
We both know what these hands can do, have done. Catherine, if your heart does not trust, then no words I speak could help. It's time for you to go home.
Vincent? Are you all right? I've heard the children talk of this place.
It was our secret place when I was a child. I used to come down here with my friends. We thought it was magic.
Magic?
All the tunnels. If you stand in just the right place, you can hear sounds, whispers from the world above. People on the subway, children playing in their homes, lovers walking in the park. Sounds of 1,000 different lives, if you know just where to stand. The magic places, we call them.
It's Catherine, isn't it?
I can hear her fears whispering to me no matter where I stand.
She cannot help being afraid, Vincent. Her world is built on fear. It's all they know. For the lives they're forced to lead, if they weren't afraid, they'd be insane.
And us?
We have something they only dream of. A safe place. A secret place. Beyond their madness and their fear.
Sometimes I would run down here when we played hide and seek. But before the game was over, Father, they always found me. Even here.
Have you done anything?
Not as much as we'd like to. 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 Well, I hadn't expected to see you again so soon. You come to sign up?
I'd look really silly in one of those white hats.
I disagree. Besides, the guys in the white hats always win.
Do they?
Well, at least in fairy tales. You know, the city has its own myths. You know, we're all so rational, so sophisticated and cynical, but we still need our gods and demons, our heroes and villains. I knew a man used to work the IRT. He swore he saw a monster down there once when he was troubleshooting some track. You hear the street people talk about it too. Some terrible, fierce creature who haunts the dark places. Some thing with the face of a demon and the soul of an angel.
You can't possibly believe that, can you?
They believe it, don't you see? Because they need to believe. Inside, we're all children, scared of the dark, wishing there really was a Batman.
But Batman was never half as formidable as you, was he?
I can take care of myself. But I tell you, all the fighting techniques in the world don't equal what I learned from Isaac Stubbs in one afternoon. You remember his first rule?
On the street, there are no rules.
That's the problem with doing things your way. You believe in rules to predators don't.
So we throw away the rules? Then what's the difference? The color of our hats.
I don't have to tell you the difference. You know it already, or you wouldn't be here. Isaac tells me you were a star pupil.
Isaac exaggerates. I still have a lot to learn. His weapons, for instance. Can you really use all of them?
Some. I wouldn't touch that sword. The samurai kept their blades razor sharp.
Does that make you a samurai, Jace? And what are these?
Those are throwing stars. I can see you don't make it to many ninja movies.
We should move on Jason Walker.
This is the same Jason Walker who heads the Protectors, right? Heavily into karate, aikido, jiu-jitsu, ninjutsu. Has been sued maybe a half a dozen times by perps he's brought in on citizens' arrests, collects secret ninja death toys, pops up on TV and says how the subway slasher is a hero and not a nutcase. And isn't it too bad we don't have a dozen guys just like him? We talking about the same Jason Walker here?
I have a sinking feeling you're ahead of me.
Don't be fooled by the gravy stains on their ties, Radcliffe. Cops aren't as dumb as they look.
Well, he has the right skills, the right attitude.
Yeah, well, there's only one problem with that. He's also got an alibi.
Well, then someone's covering for him.
Who, the cops? Jason Walker has been under 24-hour police surveillance since this investigation began.
I'm not wrong about this, Joe.
Hey, baby, that's a real nice dress.
Stop bothering me.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Come on, baby, don't be so mean to me. Oh, give me a kiss, sweetie. Come on.
Don't touch me. Let me go. No!
You hurt me.
Please, please let me go. Please.
You let her be. You keep out of this, Grandpa, if you know what's good for you. There's a police officer on this train.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm scared. Okay, baby, let's have some fun.
No! No,
Come
please
on.
don't leave me. Help me. Please don't leave me.
Don't be afraid. I'm going to get the police officer. I'm going to get him.
No, don't leave me. Please help me. Stop. Give me a kiss.
All right, hold her right there.
Lana saw him.
Go and find Vincent. I'll get Lana to show him where. Now, quickly, there's no time to lose.
As the city awaits the next attack of the subway slasher, many New Yorkers are hailing him as a hero, the savior of the subways. According to the young woman who was rescued by him last night, the mysterious beast-like creature with claws, wearing a black cloak, appeared out of nowhere, slashed her assailant to death, critically wounding a transit policeman, then escaped out the window of the moving train. In a joint news conference, Police Chief Reardon and District Attorney Moreno confirmed they are following several leads, but declined to comment further. And now, more news from the Metro City.
I thought I might never see you again.
You have enough fear in your world. I could never bring you more.
Vincent, forgive me for doubting you.
Catherine, you're right to be afraid.
My heart knows how gentle you are.
Even the gentlest man has a demon locked inside of him.
Not you. Not a demon.
We've seen your vigilante. He has a secret door from your subways to the older tunnels. The secret tunnels.
Vincent, if you can show me, I'll go to the police. They'll stake it out.
Catherine, there are 1,000 miles of tunnels beneath this city, all of them connected. If the police find his door, they'll search through all of them.
Then we'll do it another way. From above, not below. I promise you, Vincent, I won't betray your world.
They hunt for this man as they might hunt for me if they dreamed of my existence. You have your laws and your courts to tell right from wrong, your police to protect you. We have only ourselves. By what right do I condemn him? Am I so very different?
Yes, Vincent. You are.
Bring me a map.
Why is it whenever you're paying for lunch, I wind up here?
If you found out about that building, we'll have lunch at Four Seasons.
That's all right. The pleasure of your company and a microwave cheeseburger is more than enough. Push-button food, push-button jobs. Soon as they come out with push-button men, I'm set, babe. Your place was built in 1887. I can tell you right now, if the city has plans on it, it ain't in nobody's computer.
Could you find out anything about its history?
It was a seedy rooming house for 50 years before the protectors turned it into Kung Fu Central. Originally, it was a cheap hotel for sailors. Seaman's Safe Haven. I found mentions in a couple of old newspaper indexes, just the name. Even still, the stories aren't on computer yet. Don't look at me, girlfriend. I don't go looking through those musty old files. You know dust makes my eyes water.
Edie, I love you.
Hey, who's gonna pay for my dessert?
secret tunnels. DA's office on 64th.
Don't even think about it, Miss Chandler. I know you're good, but you don't want to go up against the two of us.
Just take it easy and nobody will get hurt. Jace just wants to talk.
You didn't have to go to all this trouble. Really?
You don't scare easy, do you? Please, sit down. Don't make this difficult, Kathy. There's no need for melodrama. I'm not gonna hurt you. The Sailor murders. I'm innocent, I swear. My granddaddy was a sharecropper in Alabama when all this went down.
Did you know when you bought the building?
No, we had been doing renovations in the basement, and we stumbled on the tunnels. They'd been sealed up for almost a century. At the time, we had no idea why they were there. You know, it's like a regular maze down there, you know, side tunnels and dead ends. It's so old you can't imagine.
Can I?
The story, the demon protector, the angel from below. The city needed him. Frightened people need symbols to make them feel safe. So many people hurting, frightened more every day, day after day, year after year. I began to doubt, to question whether one man could make a difference. But no longer.
You call that making a difference? Killing a few muggers?
The deaths weren't important. The legend was. It's time for them to be afraid now.
What about the policeman? He's still in critical condition.
Legends never make mistakes. They never miss or stumble or strike out in panic. And they never hurt those who don't deserve to be hurt. The problem is, men do all those things.
It's too bad your legend doesn't really exist.
Oh, but he does. And you're gonna tell me all about him, aren't you?
How many times have I told you? I don't know what you're talking about.
Kathy, you're trying to protect him. Fine. I admire that, but it's pointless. Red saw you together. He watched you for more than 20 minutes.
Red needs a reality check.
Hey, I know what I saw.
Catherine, whoever he is, he has nothing to fear from me. And we're alike, he and I. We're mirror images, twins. We're the same.
I've had enough of this. Am I going to be allowed to leave?
If you insist. After you. Cozy, isn't it?
Not the word I'd choose.
Watch her.
So, how about those Mets?
Talk to him. He'll listen to you.
If he doesn't, he'll destroy himself and all the good he's done. He'll betray the trust of the people who believe in him. Good people like Isaac. This has gone too far. You've got to help me reason with him.
Chase. Chase.
Tell me.
No. Chase. You promised no one would get hurt.
Jace would never have hurt you.
Don't be stupid. Tell him.